Hello and welcome to the Eye, your English news bulletin. I'm Esther. These are the headlines. The Naga national political groups of the Sumi region have opposed the closure of shops on August 3rd by the NSC and IM. Assam has decided to withdraw the police case against K. Vanlal Vena, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament from Mizoram, signalling further easing of tension between Assam and Mizoram. The government of Nagaland has announced more relaxations to the lockdown restrictions in Nagaland with effect from August 2 till the 18th. The Naga national political groups of the Sumi region, after deliberation on the ongoing issue pertaining to closure of shops from 12 a.m. to 12 noon on August 3rd, on account of framework agreement directed by the NSC and IM, have decided to oppose the imposition under the Sumi region. The NNPGs of Sumi region has informed all commercial shops existing under their region to remain open as usual on August 3rd, failing which the concerned shop owners will be held responsible. The government of Nagaland has announced more relaxations to the lockdown restrictions in the state. The Home Department issued a notice on August 2, Monday, listing out a number of relaxations. Notice from the Home Department stated that the existing lockdown measures will continue to remain in force in Dimapur, with the additional relaxation and directives with effect from August 2 till the 18th. Shops and business establishments dealing in essential goods and commodities such as vegetables, fish, meat, milk booths, bakeries, grocery stores and public utility services such as LPG and e-commerce services and others may remain open on all days from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. it stated. All other shops and business establishments dealing in all kinds of goods and items are permitted to open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, it stated. Further, the duration of the night curfew is further reduced and will be from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., the government said. Takeaways or home delivery outlets will be allowed to open and function except during the curfew hours from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m., the notice stated. Buses will be allowed to ply with up to 50% occupancy and subject to both the driver and attendants fully vaccinated against COVID-19 or should have taken the first dose and 15 days have passed since taking the first dose, it stated. If not, the driver and the attendant should carry a COVID-19 negative test report not earlier than 15 days, it stated. Inter-district bus and taxi services are allowed, but subject to the same condition of vaccination or COVID-19 negative test report. The passengers are to be fully vaccinated or should have taken the first dose, and 15 days should have passed since taking the first dose. If not of the two criteria it has been fulfilled, the passengers are to carry a COVID-19 negative test report with the swab taken for testing not earlier than 72 hours from the date of travel, the notice stated. Any person violating the order will be penalized under relevant sections of the Disaster Management Act of 2005 besides legal action based on the IPC, it stated. The Rising People's Party has asked the members of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly to take the opportunity of the monsoon session to pass a resolution requesting the Government of India to amend the State of Nagaland Act of 1962. The RPP issued a press release on Monday stating that the Indian Parliament can unilaterally alter the boundary of any state. Since the monsoon session of the Nagaland Assembly is starting, the statement said that the RPP would like to apprise the MLAs that the time is now to pass a resolution in the Assembly requesting the Government of India to amend the State of Nagaland Act 1962 so that the state boundary is delineated as per point 12 of the 16-point agreement, thus fulfilling the long-felt aspirations of the Naga people. While the party appreciated the Nagaland Home Minister and the state government for diffusing the tension in the Tirangkong sector through the recently signed MOU with Assam, the RPP reminded the Naga lawmakers that the memorandum was simply a stopgap arrangement to usher temporary peace in this sector. Permanent peace will arrive only when the civil suit 2 filed by Assam in the SC in 1988 is first withdrawn by it and a political negotiation takes place among the centre, Assam and Nagaland, the RPP stated. Since this option is ruled out for now due to Assam's arrogance, the only option left for the Nagas is to appeal directly to the Government of India, it stated. The Indian Parliament can unilaterally alter the boundary of any state as per Article 3 and 4 of the Constitution, the RPP stated. Therefore, it is very important that all the 60 lawmakers of the 13 Legislative Assembly pass a unanimous resolution requesting the Government of India to amend the State of Nagaland Act 1962 by incorporating all the ancestral Naga lands in Assam, including the areas under DAB, into Nagaland's fold. Such an amendment in the Parliament will fulfill point 12 of the 16-point agreement, the RPP stated. As raised by the United Naga Tribes Association on Border Areas, this option has never been pursued by the Nagaland government till date. The RPP wishes to convey that a unanimous resolution such as this will have the support of every section of Naga society. The RPP wishes to convey that a unanimous resolution such as this will have the support of every section of Naga society. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met MPs from Assam today to discuss the border issue with Mizoram that had taken a violent turn last week, leading to deaths of 6 Assam police personnel and injury of many.
Mizoram Governor Haribabu Kambambati met Prime Minister Narendra Modi today, according to sources. The current border situation and how to defuse the tensions between two states were discussed in the meeting with PM Modi, said sources. Kambambati is also scheduled to meet Union Home Minister Amit Shah in the evening today. They said, on July 26, the border dispute between the two states escalated and a fierce gun battle between the forces of the two states resulted in the death of 6 Assam police personnel and 1 civilian. At least 50 people were injured in the incident. Meanwhile, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Monday said he has directed state police to withdraw FIR against Rajya Sabha MP K. Valnavena as a goodwill gesture after a border clash with Mizoram on July 26, in which 6 police personnel died. However, he further said the cases against the other police officers will be pursued. He has noted statements in the media by Mizoram CM Zoramthanga where he had expressed his desire to settle the border dispute amicably. He said in a tweet, Assam always wants to keep the spirit of Northeast alive and it is also committed to ensuring peace along its borders, said Himanta Biswa Sarma in a tweet. To take this goodwill gesture ahead, he has directed Assam police to withdraw their FIR against K. Valnavena, MP Rajya Sabha from Mizoram, he said. However, cases against other accused police officers will be pursued, he added.
In other news, the quarterly meeting of the District Tobacco Control Cell District Level Coordination Committee and District Level Enforcement Squad of the NTCP of Wokha was conducted on August 2 in the DC's Conference Hall in Wokha. Deputy Commissioner Orintang Lothar appreciated the initiative of the DTCC and suggested the House to comply with strict action plans and to coordinate with the Additional Deputy Commissioner, the Town Council Administrator of Wokha and the Wokha District Chamber of Commerce and Industry for effective implementation of the action plans. Lothar showed support, stating that more school children are addicted to gutka consumption or using different forms of tobacco. Dr. O. Daisy Ovung, District Nodal Officer for the Wokha NTCP, presented the quarterly report of the DTCC and said that all necessary arrangements have been done, and in the next meeting, the Wokha District Headquarters will be declared smoke-free district headquarters. She informed that the department has informed about displaying tobacco-related signage in all shops, while the department also will start distributing more shortly. In the program, 4 schools and 1 college, namely Pinewood, GMS Sector C and D, Sanso Memorial School and Bailey Baptist College were awarded tobacco-free school certificates. Assam has decided to withdraw the police case against K. Vanlalvena, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament from Mizoram, signalling further easing of tension between following Union Home Minister Amit Shah's intervention to get the two states to find an amicable resolution to their border dispute, which led to clashes resulting in the loss of 6 lives on July 26. The chief ministers of both states agreed on Sunday to diffuse tension along the border and settle the border dispute through talks. Mizoram has also decided not to investigate Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma in a case related to the clashes. The case against Vanlal Vena was filed after he said in a TV interview that if Assam policemen enter Mizoram again, all will be killed. A police team visited his residence in Delhi and directed him to appear at the Dholai police station in Kachar district of Assam to record his statement. Mizoram police too filed an FIR against Assam Chief Minister Sarma and 6 Assam officials in Kolasip district under various charges, including those related to attempt to murder and criminal conspiracy. On Sunday, Kolasip Superintendent of Police Vanlal Vaka Ralte said that the police will not proceed with the case against Sarma. The case is not withdrawn, but we are not going to investigate the matter against Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma in order to have a peaceful atmosphere, Ralte said. The Assam police have also issued summons to 6 officials of the Mizoram government, including the Deputy Commissioner and Superintendent of Police of Kolasip district, for charges that include murder, criminal trespass and others. TMC's Diamond Harbour MP Abhishek Banerjee's convoy was allegedly attacked on his visit to Agartala in Tripura on Monday. The TMC leader shared a video on his social media accusing the BJP of orchestrating the attack. Democracy in Tripura under BJP rule. Well done, Biplab Deb, for taking the state to new heights, he said in a tweet. In the video, some people carrying BJP flags were seen attacking Abhishek Banerjee's convoy with sticks. TMC's Rajya Sabha MP Derek O'Brien said he would raise the issue in the parliament today. Earlier in the day, the TMC alleged that its posters were vandalized by BJP workers in Agartala. Abhishek Banerjee, who is the nephew of West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, is on a visit to Tripura where the party claims a sizable support. Elections in Tripura are slated to be held in 2023. On Sunday, several TMC leaders, including West Bengal ministers Pratya Basu and Malay Ghatak and TMC MP Derek O'Brien, visited Tripura over the alleged detention of poll strategist Prashant Kishore's 1 PAC team in Agartala. The TMC leaders decided and decried the illegal detention of young boys and girls of a professional firm. The Indian Army and the Chinese People's Liberation Army on Sunday established a new hotline in the eastern sector to enable local commanders from both sides to speak directly and resolve differences on the ground, officials familiar with the development said.
A hotline has been established between commanders of the Indian Army at Kongra La in North Sikkim and the PLA at Khamba Dzong in Tibetan Autonomous Region, the Indian Army said in a statement. The latest hotline was activated a day after the two armies held the 12th round of talks in the Ladakh sector to cool tensions along the contested line of actual control. The setting up of the hotline in the eastern sector coincided in the PLA day. This is a 6th hotline for local commanders between the two armies, 2 in eastern Ladakh, 2 in Arunachal Pradesh and 2 in Sikkim. The hotline has been established to further the spirit of trust and cordial relations along the borders, the Indian Army statement said. Such hotlines are used routinely to resolve differences at the local level, including the Ladakh sector where the two armies have been locked in a border row for almost 15 months and negotiations are on the cool tensions. The two hotlines in the Ladakh sector have been activated more than 1,450 times since May 2020 to sort out differences at the ground level. The armed forces of the two countries have well-established mechanisms for communication at the ground commando level. These hotlines in various sectors go a long way in enhancing the same and maintaining peace and tranquility at the borders, the Army statement added. Top Indian and Chinese commanders on Saturday met in the Ladakh sector in the latest attempt to reduce border tensions between the two countries amid hopes in some quarters of reaching an understanding on the disengagement of rival soldiers from Hot Springs and Gogra.
Jal Jeevan Mission, the government's flagship scheme to make piped water available to all, has achieved the milestone of providing tap water to every household in at least 100,000 villages across India within 23 months since its launch in August 2019. Jal Jeevan Mission's 10th monthly report showed that about 78.6 million rural households and every household in over 105,000 villages are getting tap water supply. Additional Secretary and Mission Director Bharat Lal said on Sunday that the speed, scale and momentum of works need to be maintained to accomplish the goal of Har Ghar Jal in a time-bound manner. Goa, Telangana, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Puducherry have achieved 100% tap water supply in rural areas. The mission said that 3.60 lakh crore has been earmarked to achieve the goal of providing safe and adequate drinking water to all households in rural India by 2024. Dr. D. Hemalata, Vice Principal of Water, Sanitation and Hygiene Institute, stressed that good water quality is the key to better health. She urged the state governments to undertake water quality monitoring in partnership with universities, colleges, high schools and health centers through public-private partnership. Madhuri Shukla, consultant, UNOPS, said water quality testing is imperative for water supply services. It includes verification of the safety of drinking water, quality validation process, and preventive measures, as well as investigation of waterborne disease outbreaks. In other news, at least 4,000 children in the age group of 14 to 18 years died by suicide after they failed to clear academic examinations between 2017 and 2019, according to a data released by the government.
The data also highlighted that at least 24,000 children died by suicide between 2017 and 2019. The data compiled by the National Crime Records Bureau on children's suicide was also recently presented in the Parliament. Of the 24,568 children who died by suicide, at least 13,325 were girls in the age group of 14 to 18 years. The data also showed that the number of children in that particular age group who died by suicide rose from 8,029 in 2017 to 8,162 in 2018 to 8,277 in 2019. The states which reported a rise in the number of children's suicides were Madhya Pradesh with the highest such cases, followed by West Bengal, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. While failure in examination was the reason behind the death by suicide of 4,046 children, marriage-related issues were attributed to the deaths of 639 children, of which 411 were females. At least 3,215 children died by suicide due to reasons related to love affair, while 2,567 children took their lives due to illness. The data showed that 81 children died by suicide after suffering physical abuse. Other reasons attributed were that of a loved one, drug and alcohol addiction, unwanted pregnancy, fall in social reputation, unemployment, poverty, as well as ideological causes and hero worshipping. Child rights activists reacting to the report stressed on including life skill training in school curriculum, as well making mental health a part of mainstream healthcare and wellness programs.
The Delhi police have filed a 170-page charge sheet on Monday in connection with the murder of wrestler Sagar Dhankar and named Olympic medalist Sushil Kumar as the main accused, news agency ANI tweeted.
Former junior national wrestling champion Sagar Dhankar was assaulted and then murdered inside Delhi's Tata Cell Stadium on May 5th. Subsequently, the special cell of Delhi police arrested 12 people, including two-time Olympic medalist Sushil Kumar and his aide Ajay Kumar Sherawat, in connection with Dhankar's murder. Sushil Kumar is currently lodged in Delhi's Tihar jail. Police are charging Kumar under various sections of the IPC related to murder, abduction and criminal conspiracy, Hindustan Times reported on Monday. The Olympic wrestler and a few of his accomplices allegedly assaulted Dhankar and two others over a property dispute inside the Tata Cell Stadium on May 4th, leading to the death of the junior wrestler. The two others survived with injuries. Police said the ace wrestler allegedly kidnapped Dhankar from his model town apartment in Delhi and brought him to Tata Cell Stadium, where he assaulted them. Police also claimed to be in possession of a video recording that shows Sushil Kumar beating up the junior wrestler.
That's all for the news from the Eye. I'm Esther. Keep watching Hornbill TV.